Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. We'll just get into the first song. You can just play that. Just a warning for those who haven't really experienced hip hop music. It gets a little loud, so sorry, children. Sorry, older folks. I'm so sorry. It'll just be two songs and we'll be over with. So let's get it. Let's crank it up a little bit, if you don't mind. Or
Slow down, my friend.
You say, hold on.
Hold on. Taking this for granted. Don't miss out on this moment. Slow down, my friend.
You say, hold on.
Hold on. Taking this for granted. Don't miss out on this moment. Slow down.
Got it on this, been a long week, man, I'm all in, I'm an artist, whoa. Got a strong team with the Bronny, run the hardest, and my God is good. With this heartbeat and a sharp beat, and I might be in a 5-4 wood. Chopping down trees, and my mind needs a bit of peace and to be heard. Yeah, they can't sleep, can't stop, trying to leave a John Hancock. Make a mark on the world and know that it's a job well done in my throwbacks. I feel it rising, ambitions high. Champion and don't kill my vibe. I'm focused and trying to keep it real. Can't hocus pocus that for my tribe. Whoa. Work hard for my family. Go strong for my people. Trying to take this drink to the nations and stand for the folks and the people. But is it all just vanity? We're smoking mirrors. If you don't enjoy the journey, you'll miss the goal for glitter. Whoa. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You're moving so fast, you're moving so fast, you'll miss on this moment. Yeah. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You're working so much, you're working so much, you'll miss on this moment. Slow down, my friend, you say, hold on, taking this for granted. You'll get it. Don't miss out on this moment. Slow down, my friend, you say, hold on, taking this for granted. That's right. Don't miss out on this moment. Slow down. Sometimes I try to prove people wrong when they laugh and diss in my trade. What do you know about thriving while others doubt about your whole aim? Nothing. Target practice, my soul is shot just for target practice. My pride can live, but I'm feeling damaged. My dignity is so low and man don't know. I guess I'm just seen as a little bit grieving, a leader in bold. I leave an example to risk and allow without losing my soul. Got work to do, my God behind me. Got fire rising, just oxidizing these coals. I'm coming alive and no stopping me from my goals. Work hard for my family, go strong for my people. Trying to take this drink to the nations and stand for the folks in the steeple. But is it all just vanity? We're smoking mirrors. If you don't enjoy the journey, you'll miss the goal for glitter. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You're moving so fast, you're moving so fast, you'll miss out this moment. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You're working so much, you're working so much, you'll miss out this moment. Slow down, my friend, you say, hold on, taking this for granted. Don't miss out on this moment. Slow down, my friend, you say, hold on, taking this for granted. That's right. Don't miss out on this moment. Slow down. You can get your money back, but remember that your time is gone forever. You can get your money back, but remember not to miss out on this moment. Slow down. You can get your money back, can get it back, but remember that your time is gone forever. You can get your money back, you can get it back, but remember not to miss out on this moment. Slow down. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You're moving so fast, you're moving so fast, you'll miss out this moment. Hold on, tell me where you're going. You're working so much, you're working so much, you'll miss out this moment. Slow down, my friend, you say, hold on, taking this for granted. One more time, don't miss out on this moment. Slow down, my friend, you say, hold on, taking this for granted. That's right. Don't miss out on this moment. Slow down. Thank you, guys. So that song is actually not on my album, but I wanted to share it, especially for being in Korea. I come here like once every year, maybe like twice. I come with my crew. We perform songs, and when I come to Korea, I am definitely what's the word? I feel the Han. Does that make sense for like non-Koreans? It's like this like inherent kinship that I feel with the Korean people, literally because I'm Korean. But I grew up in America. I grew up with Western values, but I grew up in an Eastern, Korean household. So I have this like identity crisis that a lot of Korean Americans deal with. But it's just not Korean Americans. It's just any diaspora living in another culture feeling this way. So I'm sure a lot of people might feel, if they were born here or grew up here. There's this contrast. Anyway, that song was just basically a reminder to myself whenever things get too crazy, when I'm caught up in my work only and get my focus to be so narrow, I just need to sometimes slow down and kind of zoom out a little bit and remind myself what's a truth. And as Christians, being sons and daughters of Christ, that's our identity. God cares most about our sanctification. So when we zoom out and slow down and think about that, it's going to allow us to thrive and not just kind of float along with the wind. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I should be more in shape, but Korea is kind of hard to stay in shape here with all the food. Hold on one sec. Like, it's hard for me to find a gym around here. Anyway, so a little story about me. So I go by Jay Han. That's just a stage name. It's short for James Han. Not too much was there. It was just a nickname I got when I was younger, and it just stuck. So for me, I grew up in Maryland. It's near Washington, D.C. I currently live in Atlanta, but all I ever knew was Maryland. And in that area, if you guys are familiar, there are a diverse group of people. It's not just, like tumbleweeds. There's actually stuff there. And I grew up as some sort of latchkey kid, you can say, because my parents, they owned a dry cleaners. So if I wasn't at their cleaners with them, I was at home, And basically, I grew up like any, young kid asking very, oh man, there was a really high shelf word I was going to use, but, philosophical questions. I was like, what's my purpose in life? What am I doing? Like, I noticed I asked that when I was in elementary school, because I was just like, am I American? Am I Korean? So I just asked these questions to myself, and I was searching for identity. I was searching for somewhere to belong to, because although my area that I grew up in was diverse, I was a minority. There weren't many Koreans or Asians in the area, just a bunch of Black and Latinos. So I grew up listening to hip hop, found my identity in that, thought it was a cool thing to latch onto. So, I didn't grow up in a Christian household. My parents, they're still like nominal believers at best right now, So for me, I started going to church in 9th grade when I moved, and a lot of my friend groups were kind of plucked away from me. And I had to, I was just looking for friends. I was looking for people to relate to. And then I started going to church in 9th grade. I heard the gospel. I heard what this idea of idolatry and sin and purpose and all this cool stuff. I heard all that in church. And basically, what was exposed to me when I read this Bible, that I wasn't I wasn't opposed to it. I just thought it was a good moral teaching. But as I was going to church, I realized there were a lot of things in this book that was life-giving. When I would read scripture, there were things that would stand out to me. And I'm like, oh, this is the best. This is like much more exciting than some history books I've read, because I like history. So pretty much that's kind of like a general story. I started going to church in high school, and pretty much God supernaturally started wrestling with my heart, exposing, letting sin in my life be exposed, and making that actually a problem in my life. So I knew that is a supernatural thing that God did in my heart. Because prior to even hearing the gospel, I didn't think anything was wrong with my life. I thought I was just a good kid. I got decent grades, whatever. So I received Christ in 11th grade. And then basically, I would say my journey as a Christian really started in college, because that's when I was exposed to a whole bunch of people, learned a lot of stuff. And I realized one of the reasons why I even accepted Jesus was because there's so much hope in his message, in his character, and knowing him. So that's essentially, with that like conviction and realization that I had in college, I wanted to kind of put it towards music. And, even with the music thing, I didn't grow up doing music at all. Like, I played piano. My dad listened to a bunch of disco music. Like, I was listening to the Bee Gees and Earth, Wind, and Fire the other day, and I was super nostalgic because that's all he listened to, you know. So I grew up listening to that kind of music, so that's probably why I like groovy things. And then pretty much in college, that's when I met this dude, Sam Ock. You guys might know him. He's a like famous singer-songwriter. He's part of the crew that we run with. He discovered me doing a joke video on Facebook, and then pretty much he was like, "Oh, this dude can rap," and I'm like, "Cool, I did it for fun. Let's do something." We connected and then started making music. Made this song "Never Change" in like 2009. It hit like 1.5 million views. I only say that because it was really random. Like it was a rejected beat from a few other rappers that I just took, and I was like, yeah, let's make something out of it. It's cool. We're in college, yeah. So we make it, and it's like people are like, oh, you guys are legitimate musicians. We're like, no, we just made it for fun, like with no intention of doing music. And you know, from that point till now, I'm also part of a group called AMP. We are like worship hip hop, if you want to call it that. You know, I can't really put a category to it, but AMP, it started from a real desire as young Christians to want to encourage the church. That's the reason why we started making that music. And from AMP, we started touring like churches and ministries and universities, and then slowly Sam's career started taking off, and then I started my solo as well. So we're doing this whole like big conglomerate like of a movement, being able to travel to all these countries. And essentially, like, it's crazy that I'm here. First of all, this church is very unique. Like, I'm in Korea, and you know, I don't see too many Koreans, so it's cool, you know. But when we come to Korea, you know, like as AMP and as Christians, the main thing we want to do is we want to be encouraged and encourage other believers. So it's great that a room full of young adults and, you know, parents and wise adults are in the same room trying to worship Jesus and influence the neighborhood around them. So that's very encouraging to see here. And I hope that the music that you hear from here, you hear from my crew and people that we know will be an encouragement to you, empower you to be a light in your communities. And that kind of leads a little bit into the next song. So this next song is called Shalom. I've made a t-shirt. If you can see in the back, yes, I'll go on my tippy toes for you. This is how I pay my rent. So if I'm being very 100 with you. So please support my t-shirt and buy it in the back. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. That's how I pay rent, because it's full time. But yeah, so this song is called Shalom. I made it because I like the song and I like the shirt. And the whole point of it is basically a reminder to myself. I write songs to remind myself of things. I'm very forgetful of truth. Is to remind myself that, you know, what does shalom even mean? It means, y'all Christians, y'all heard the word before. Shalom, what does that mean? Like peace, right? It means to be content. It means to be satisfied with the lot you're given, knowing that God's grace is sufficient for you. So like that's kind of the real Christian explanation I give. I really love being able to give that. A lot of the venues I go to, I kind of have to like sidestep it. It's like, seek truth, and that's it, you know? But yeah, that's basically the true essence of why I wrote that song. And I'll get into the music. So there's a part in the song, this will be my last one, where I need you guys to participate, if that's cool with you. We're having corporate Sunday praise of sorts, so we need corporate response. So in the bridge of the song, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to say, how you feeling? And you're going to say, I'm feeling good today. How you feeling? I'm feeling good today. How you feeling? I'm feeling good today. Shalom, because everything, one more time. How you doing? I'm feeling good today. How you feeling? I'm feeling good today. How you feeling? I'm feeling good today. Shalom, because everything will be okay. All right, let's start. You guys will get it. It's not too hard. You guys are intelligent beings. So this is the kind of song that you'll listen to on the metro. It's just kind of a little more mellow when you're trying to fight for some elbow room. This is a song you can listen to. Check.
Should I run? Should I run away? Should I run away and never look back? Oh, should I run? Should I run away? Should I run away and never look back?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, say oh no.
How could I ever go back the way I left?
Oh no, oh no.
How could I ever go back the way I left?
I be rapping my tail off, truly on my lizard flow. Brother, I ain't scared though. Running through the jungle and I'm feeling like a nomad. No man, letting these opinions drive a boat to no man's land in the sand, and maybe you will live a Kodak. Moment after moment, every time you need to go back and recuperate. To the lab again, draw board a labyrinth. Hunger's like a Labrador retriever and it's back again. Hello, I'm trying not to be a dullo. I believe the hype mistaken grace for Morello's. I didn't realize that it would taste sour every second, every hour. Certainly was not Godiva. I was certain I was ready for this journey unknown. It's better not to know how the journey unfolds. If I knew, man, I'd run away. I'd run away like a coward. I'm a coward, never taking steps of faith. Hey,
should I run? Should I run away? Should I run away and never look back?
no.
Should I run? Should I run away? Should I run away and never look back?
Oh no, say oh no.
Oh no. How could I ever go back the way I left?
Oh no. Oh no.
How could I ever go back the way I left?
Man, I'm looking for some peace of mind, cause I got it so conflicted. I put the focus all about chasing dreams and neglecting living now my convictions.
Wait a minute.
I gotta pause and recall why I did it in the first place. Never entered in this race to be first place, cause the last shall be put ahead. I truly hope this adventure is Budapest. Beautiful is the campaign. I can't blame everybody for my bad aim and back pain, all because of low standards. I'm shooting, not going for the max damage. Feeling insecure cause the money's short-handed. Drinking my pride for the pints and the gallons. Maybe it's true that I made a mistake for not being a coward and taking these steps of faith. I have a question, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Say it with me, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good today.
One more time, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good today.
Shalom, cause everything will be okay. Ooh,
Should I run?
yeah, that's pretty
Should
good.
I run away?
That's
Should
great.
I run
Give
away
a hand for
and
yourself,
never
guys.
look back?
I appreciate that.
Should I run?
But we're gonna try
Should
one
I
more
run
time. Is that
away?
cool?
Should I run away and never look
And
back?
as a response
Oh, no.
of God's grace,
Oh, no.
we are able
How could I ever
to use
go
also our
back the
hands.
way
So I need you guys to
I
like
left?
put the hands up
Oh,
like
no.
this,
How
and then
could
we're
I ever go back
gonna wave
the
side to side. Is that
way
cool?
I
Hey,
left? Should I run? Should I run away? Should I run away and never look back?
Hey.
Should I run? Should I run away? Should I run away and never look back?
Oh no, say oh no, oh no,
How could I ever go back the way I left?
oh no, oh no.
How could I ever go back the way I left?
Hey, how you feeling? I'm feeling good. Say it with me, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Say it with me, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good today.
Shalom, cause everything will be okay. Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
One more time, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
And say it louder, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good today.
Shalom, cause everything will be okay. Yeah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I can't hear you, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I don't believe you, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good today.
Shalom, cause everything will be okay. Thank you guys. Gospel City, have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you guys.